Hi guys, welcome to another tennis talk with me, Bert Rowley. Now today is a little bit different. We've been lent a lovely car by BMW and we're going to go for a little drive through Wimbledon, show you what's what, have a talk about the tennis and, of course, enjoy the car. Whoa! Now, one of the things that has been on a lot of people's lips recently is the wild card given to Maria Sharapova to return after her slightly dodgy drugs ban. Not that there's ever a non-dodgy kind of one. Now, the reality is money talks, and as sad as it is, one of the things you can guarantee in this life is that money talks, and often talks loudest. So why has it happened? Well, it's because she puts bums on seats. She's going to sell tickets to the tournaments she goes to. The organisers obviously get a lot more money, and that's why they're happy to say yes. And really what this shows is a bit of an indication of something that tennis can either really benefit from or suffer from slightly sometimes, which is the fact that it depends so much on quite a small number of characters at the top of the game. I mean, can you imagine if Nick Kyrgios was world number one, and by a long way, and he was the ambassador for men's tennis for the next 5 or 8 years? Yeah, I can't either. Right, so just about to come into view is the lovely Wimbledon Common, made famous for several reasons, including the Wombles. If you haven't heard of those, that might seem a bit random, but Google them. It's a beautiful place, people go running, people even horse ride here. So if you've heard of Wimbledon, you may well have heard of Wimbledon Common. On our list is this continued Roger Federer resurgence, which is quite incredible. He won Miami, so back-to-back Masters, beating Nadal again. So if you're a huge Federer fan, then this Nadal head-to-head record is starting to look a lot better. Now, interestingly, he's just said that he won't be playing again until the French Open. And I imagine that is because of two reasons. Firstly, he knows that the clay court season is just going to take it out of his body. He needs a rest already. Secondly, it's respect for the sport that he's going to play the French Open. Never say never, but realistically it's his worst ever chance of winning a slam. Point is, the way things have gone, who would bet against a rested and rejuvenated Federer at Wimbledon and US Open, bringing up the very real prospect of a male player winning 20 Grand Slams. Now, as we leave Wimbledon Common, we come through into Wimbledon Village, which is a very nice little part of Wimbledon with some lovely restaurants, some shops, and a lot of people who do coffee, who do lunch. Now, we've all heard of the tennis brand Prince. Well, Prince don't have too many physical retail shops, but they do have one in Wimbledon Village. And as we come up to this roundabout here, you should be able to spot it just on the right behind the Tesco van. Oh, Tesco, what have you done to us? Yeah, if we go around the roundabout here, you'll be able to see it. There we go. in Wimbledon Village. I decided to park up next to the practice courts here at Wimbledon because it's interesting to see, and if you're ever down here, some of the best tennis and most interesting things you'll see on court will be on a practice court. So if we agree that Federer's best chance of a slam is perhaps not the French Open, and if Murray and Djokovic continue to have a little bit of form and injury worries, then is this the chance for another new fresh face to actually finally come through and make a breakthrough winning their maiden slam? Although he showed signs in the last few weeks of playing at a very high level, I still think Kyrgios has another year or two of emotional maturity and getting stronger mentally before he's going to make his Grand Slam breakthrough. It's tough to put it all together for 7 5-set matches over 2 weeks, and I just don't think he's there yet. Dominic Thiem's another interesting one, supremely talented and great athlete, but with a one-handed backhand playing so many high balls on clay courts, is that really suited to him? Zverev is another possibility, but I just don't think he's ready yet. It's often said, and correctly, that you only appreciate what you have when it's gone. But with this generation of players, i.e. the Big Four, I think we're starting to appreciate them before they've even gone, because they're showing just how good they are, because the generation or even two after them still haven't stepped up and grasped their opportunities. Right, that's it. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Thanks again to BMW for lending us this very nice 3 Series in a very fetching Le Mans blue, I think you'll agree. Let us know what you think. Who do you think is going to win the French Open? Do you think Federer's going to run out of steam? Is it Nadal's to lose? Is Nick Kyrgios ever going to grow up? Let us know in the comments below, and see you next time.